Have you ever followed someone on Instagram and before you even see the content, you get a 15-line DM pitching a call, a course, or just their whole life story? That's what most smart automations feel like in 2026. Spammy, out of context, and honestly, lazy. In this video, I want to do the opposite. I'll show you real auto DMs that landed on my inbox. We'll see like a follow to DM or a comment to DM flow that actually feels like a conversation and can bring clients and opportunities. If you're using DMs to get leads, clients, interviews, this is gonna save a lot of cringe for your audience and a lot of time for you. Hi, I'm Ivan. Welcome back to my universe. Quick context so you know where this is coming from. I'm an Argentinian currently in Berlin. I'm a digital marketer with 5 years or more in technology sales, and I just recently started content creation professionally. So I'm very new to the content creation world, but I'm not new to digital marketing funnels and sales. So I do understand that DMs is where most opportunities start. Like, even if you're talking about a job or coaching clients. Like, it all starts with that initial conversation. But I've also seen every kind of automation, like the desperate pitch or the fake "hey bestie," and a few of them that are actually well done. So let's look at what feels spammy first. Okay, so example number one, I just interacted with this account, and within a few seconds, I get this wall of text. The problems that I have with this is I find it too long for a first message. Like, it pitches a paid product and an offer before even asking who I am or what am I caring about. And it ignores my profile, my content, my language, anything. If I look at this feels like a cold email and not a DM. And because it's in the inbox, it feels spammy, even if the offer is good. True, the timing on this one is also instant. And the offer has nothing to do with what I follow. It says grow aggressively your sales with our social media solutions. They didn't ask me any questions, so what am I looking for? What am I need? So here it just feels sloppy. Even if it's manually edited, it just feels automated without much context, and it's giving bot energy. That's it. Example 3 is much shorter. They do reference what I did. And there's only one clear next step, but even here you feel like it's a template. Like, it doesn't mirror my persona because it says "hey girl," and I'm clearly not a girl. So I would say I don't feel like targeted. It still feels like a bot. From all the flows that I've tested, here's a simple framework you can steal. Rule number 1, only trigger DMs from a specific signal. What does that mean? Somebody follows you, somebody leaves a comment in your post, or somebody replies to your story. No random blast to your whole audience. It's kind of weird. Rule 2, you keep your message short but contextual. So you mention what they just did. Like, oh, thank you for commenting the work. Or while you're reaching out. So, hey, like, I have this that I'm helping other people and maybe that will be relevant for you. You make one micro offer with an easy no. For example, a guide, a question, or a quick next step, not a 10 message funnel starting with book a 30-minute call. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I think you will have better conversions if you play the long game. Like, you might get calls, but think it for yourself. Would you trust a guy that told you 10 things over a course of time and then tell you like, what if we take a call? Or would you trust a guy that is like immediately follows like, book a call? I think it's only depending on your context, honestly. But you be the judge. Leave it on the comments. Maybe I'm wrong. But now let me show you how this looks inside my own follow to DM flow. That is not perfect, but I am improving it day by day. My real follow to DM setup right now. Of course I need to improve it, but basically somebody follows me. First thing I do is I split by language. So far it was only English and Spanish, but then more Germans are finding the page, so I will plan to do a German version as well. So they call this branch, otherwise they would just get English or Spanish. Just to show one of the examples, if they click on English, they will get a "hi human, welcome to my universe, what are you here?" and a menu of 3 options for them to choose from. So changing jobs, marketing or sales advice, or just exploring. When they tap on one, my automation stacks their interest and language, for example, English and changing jobs, and then sends a short relevant message. For changing jobs, this could look like, hey, got a free job landing kit for tech roles. Want the link? And then they will get a button where it's basically an open website trigger, and they will get to that landing page. Same happens for the sales and marketing resources. They get a different landing page. These are all free resources that I built for my audience. And basically, the last option is if they say they're just exploring, which I don't personally like if I have to criticize myself. So that's why I'm improving it. It feels like retail saying like, oh, what do you need some help? And it's like, I'm just watching. It feels annoying. But I put that intentionally to get an option for people to opt out if in case they don't want anything right now. And I just acknowledge that I'm glad to have them as a follower. That's it. Best thing I could recommend you with this is like you want to scale personalization without something like a DM bot. So in my case, language is what reigns supreme, and that helps me a lot. But then if for you it's like age or whatever, you want to have a big idea of who you're talking with, because then as you scale out, you're not sending like, hey grandma, to like a young boy or vice versa. It sounds stupid now, but I feel like if you build your systems around that logic from the start, then you will have less troubles on the long run. At least that's how I see it. So right now I'm doing triple the work doing each language, but then as I grow, I will have a solid structure for each language instead of just trying to migrate workloads and trying to copy things that just don't make sense and they're not optimized for it. Now, comment to DM is where things get fun. And here's a real post that I ran. On the post, I said, comment kit, and I'll send you my interview email script for job landing. And every time somebody comments kit, this automation starts, as you can see here. So username puts kit, and then my auto message is, hey human, check your DMs. The first DM is basically, hey human, welcome back to my universe. I will share something special with you in a bit. Click below and I'll send you the link. For your information, this is quite basically like the default template with a little bit of my editing on it. And they click on yes, send me the email. What I tested out and actually works despite me thinking it was adding more friction is to ask them to follow me. Before I was not doing it and just giving the resource, but then I realized like it's showing higher intent for the person to follow you before you give the resources, so you can make them more loyal by giving them the promise like they will get more resources by following you. And after they follow me, they have access to the email template. This is a button that they click, and then they get access to my landing page where they can download a resource and then get access for lifetime. What I also think ManyChat does really well, this is also default template from this automation, is you bump them a message. So if you're still curious, don't forget to tap the link. I think it can start changing your life like it did for me. So you get a templated trigger action, but then you should personalize it for something that you will say. So one thing I just wanted to show and I forgot is the metrics on that automation. So you can see 93% CTR is quite high. And the logic behind this is like, normally if you work in marketing or sales, you know, an email has a good open rate if it's like 30%. 93 is not to make me sound like I'm the best at this. This is, as I said, almost like a default template that I use. I think this teaches you, like, if you have a system, you have good content, this is something that you can implement very quickly and you can see the results because, again, this is automated. So if your DM automations feel like spam, it's most likely not the tool, but the strategy. Make the first message short, add context from what the person just did, make one micro offer with an easy way out. That alone already puts you in the top tier of DM automations in Instagram. If you'd like to see more of this type of content on my channel, subscribe. So I have that as a clear signal that people are interested to hear more about marketing, DM automations, or social media in general from me. And if you're interested in learning hospitality, marketing, sales, or you're just an expat or Latino or Germanic that is connected with my story, that's what my channel is for. So again, subscribe and let's build our systems without losing the human part, hopefully. So human, thanks for watching. Maybe we'll be until next week where I'll welcome you back to my universe. Let's retire the 15-line cold pitch DM. Bye.